Welcome back to What's in Your Backyard. My name is Kate and I am one of the naturalists with the city of Bloomington. And today we're going to look at something called a plantain. Now, this isn't to be confused with the delicious banana family plantain. We're talking about an herbaceous weed that you'll usually find in your yard. So come on over. So come on down here. Now, this is a small one. They tend to get more rampant in lower quality soils. Now, we are in the backyard because certain things tend to compact our backyard, so I find them more out here. This is our plantain. It has a wide broad leaf. There are two that we usually find, which is the broadleaf and the narrow leaf plantain. Plantain is in the family of Plantago. Baby, no. And it is a perennial, so it will come back every year. It is, again, another plant that was brought over from Europe by early colonizers. Some indigenous Americans would refer to it as white man's foot because it would grow wherever they travel. Now, when you see this flower, it's not going to be, big vibrant flowers like our other flowers we've been talking about. It's going to be a long stalk and either with very, very tiny white flowers on the very end, or the whole stalk is full of really small flowers. Now, it's not very bright because this plant is wind pollinated. So it's not trying to attract any bees or wasps or beetles. It's just the wind will carry it over it. So it wants to make as much pollen as possible, so it makes its flower smaller to put the energy into making pollen. They do like shady or wet areas. So you'll see them in shady, compact soils. They're very good at making soil better. And right here, the way you can tell this apart from other plants that look similar is on the back. You can see the veins of the leaf. Now, they're always going to be parallel and all coming from down here. So if you see something like this and you're not sure, you want to make sure they're going long ways, because if they had one coming out from here in a branching pattern, that would be not the right plant. Of uses for this plant, really, if you got these really small, tender, new leaves, you could eat them. Again, I'm not going to eat these ones because we're in the backyard. And you can also, the big thing, this is one of the first plants I learned about for a type of medicine. So you would take a leaf and you would mush it up or chew on it, and then you could put it on something like a bee sting or a poison ivy rash, and that would help alleviate some of the swelling and the itching. So for me, this was one of the plants I learned about in summer camp. Whenever I would, somehow get a bee in between my toes as I kicked a clover. It was not a fun experience, but I learned from that what plantain was and what it could do. Let me know what you might have used plantain for before, if it was something that you found out when you were young as well, or if you were like me as a kid and just liked to pick apart all the veins in the schoolyard when you were bored.